All right. Welcome back and happy Monday. Here we are again. And this week's topic kind of chose itself. Uh, Now, I pride myself on being a great designer, a great business person, and saying that, I really do hate to see jobs go sideways, but it happens. No one should be afraid of letting it happen. Not letting it happen, but that it might happen, but it happens sometimes. I'm much a stickler about my record and my reputation, uh, because that's pretty much how I rely on getting more business. It's one of the foundations of con art. Good reputation. That being said, uh, I had a job for identity branding. This is gonna be a lesson for everybody out there. Um, I got some input from the client. I sketched up, a number of designs, of iterations of a design, and we kind of kept going down this path towards this other this other design path that led to a very poor product, in my opinion, as a designer. And from my opinion, I turned out some very quality work for the project. Of course, the client didn't think that. They wanted something else. They wanted a different direction. So they gave me you know a number of images to look at. I looked through them, and they were not going to work design wise. They would have been poor branding identity choices. I said as much, and I cut my ties with the project, um, which is something I've only had to do 3 times out of the almost 2,500 jobs I've done in the past 4 years. 3.5 to 4 years. And I did that. Number one, I hate to see jobs fail, so I did extra work on it. Not too much extra work, but enough to satisfy my own curiosity of how much work I put into it. And I was like, I could just see this is not going to work out. And to put in more time and effort would mean I would be going negative of what the client actually paid me, which I was starting to do. So I just went ahead and had to from the client that we've taken these avenues, and the design choices that he wanted to make would have been poor. And it is better for me as a designer and for a business person to have the work I put out be quality at all times. And if the client wants something that's not quality, why do I put my name on it? And quality to my standard, to the highest standard I can produce, to the highest quality I can produce. If I start putting out garbage stuff, why would you hire me? So this is a cautionary tale to, if you do work for someone and it's design work, it's going to represent you. I'm not saying illustration work. Illustration work, the client wants, illustration with this character with all these designs on them. That's up to them. That's up to the aesthetic. If you're doing branding work, and most likely people are going to say, "Where you get that done at?" And they say your name. I'm like, this doesn't look that good. Why you? And then I have to tell. I don't want to have to have to go into a back and forth of why it looks like that. That's the client wanted. And so I decided to just cut the ties, and that's to protect myself. And on top of that, I did refund the money. Now, That is something I usually never do. Um, but I could tell that it would have been the money would have been what do you call it? It had been more trouble than it's worth. It was already becoming more trouble. So I just decided to go ahead and refund the client. And I've only done that like twice before, where I've been working on something. And I'm just like, this isn't going to work. That is not either your fault or the client's fault. That is the client. Sometimes the clients want to be designers, but they don't have good design choices. Even though they may want something, when they see it, when you deliver them what they want in a design in a very well executed design fashion, they say, well, I want it like that. And like, you have to let them know that it's not going to look great, and people are going to forget what you're looking at. This is as a graphic designer, because graphic design serves a purpose. It is to be memorable. It is to be the face of your branding, for as long as it needs to be. And if I make something that's going to be forgettable, I've already failed step one of my job. That's kind of come with the gig. So this is why this is called Let It Go, and this is going to this should be something that everybody should practice almost every day. Now, when I say let it go, if you're working on a project and you're sending over sketches or preliminary mock-ups, you should already be detached from what the client's going to think about them. Because if you get too attached to what you're making, you're going to set yourself up for failure in the end. I've done many a sketch, many a mock-up, and I'm like, this thing is amazing. And then you send it over, and the client's like, I don't like this at all. And you get defensive of something that's you should get defensive of. You should be completely detached from that piece in order to let it grow, so you don't choke it. When you get so zoned in an idea, you can't step back to look at the bigger picture. You've kind of failed as a designer. And what I mean, you failed as a designer. You failed to see the many avenues this idea could take shape at or from. From the information provider. This also goes into any personal projects you've ever worked on. If anybody here has ever drawn a face or drawn a hand, and it's in a weird place, and you're erasing and sketching. It's okay to erase the entire canvas and start over. It's completely okay. It is completely okay. Do not get attached to what you're doing or what you're drawing. You're going to save yourself a lot of mental strain in the end. That is something I learned 2-3 years ago. It is one of the best mental exercises, but it also can extend to almost every part of your life outside of art or outside of design. A means of, or a, not a means, but having the mental awareness to see your attachment to something is too strong, and then releasing that attachment gains you so much freedom in what you do next. Because you might sit on something like, that looks amazing, and you say to yourself, well, it may look amazing, but it's not for you, it's for somebody else. And they say, well, I don't like the way it looks. I'm like, fine, that's cool. I'll take this. I'll put this over here for myself later on. This will be my thing. Now you just freed up this design from this client and you put it someplace else to sell to somebody else. You see how that works? Or you've been drawing something for 20 minutes and you're like, just stop. When you sketched and resketched so many times, just stop. Erase the canvas. Start over. Or move that idea over here to another window and start a new window. And then study what you've seen over here to pull out what you like and fix what is broken. And you can do that over and over and over again. That way the design grows and grows and grows. So, let it go. I hope everybody's March is going well. We're already almost halfway through it. No. We are 1/4 way through it, so almost halfway through it. If you got projects and stuff you're working on, I hope you guys are pushing through them well. King's Coast coffee. It's what I drink every day religiously. If you want 10% off the coffee, use code word Conquer, KHANQUER. What else gotta say? I think that's pretty much it. All the sales I have on the website are ending today, so by the time you see this video, a lot of the big sales are going to be over. But, keep an eye out for the future. I got plans for some new merch coming out, hopefully next 4 to 6 weeks. And thanks so much for stopping by. Hopefully I'll have not hopefully. Hopefully nothing too interesting happened this week where I'll have a topic for the next video. But this is something I experienced this week, and I would just thought to myself that you guys could benefit from it, and I hope you guys do. So when in doubt, let it go. Catch you guys next time.